Today I want to talk about a two-part, little-known strategy that you can use for menopause success. And by success, I mean having very minimal symptoms, feeling great, having excellent health, and avoiding a lot of the common health problems that tend to crop up during and after menopause. Everything from tinnitus to frozen shoulder, to dryness or low libido or weight gain, not to mention the usual old hot flashes and mood swings. So let's dive in. I'm Dana Lavoie. I'm an acupuncturist and herbalist. I've been helping women through menopause for about 20 years in my private practice and my online program, Menopause Made Easy with Herbs. And I love sharing what I know. So I'm really excited to share this with you today. This is something that's definitely near and dear to my heart because staying healthy during and after menopause goes beyond just where your estrogen or progesterone level is at. Menopause is a big change and it's a big stress for your body. And on a big picture level, your ability to adapt well to stress, right? So that you can kind of take it in stride, do what you need to do to sail through it. That ability is really the key to good health for your whole life. Menopause is just one of those stresses. For instance, in menopause, your ovaries really slow down. They stop making so much in the way of hormones. But did you know that if your body is adapting well, your adrenal glands can just kind of like take over, excuse me while the giant noisy truck goes by. If you are adapting well, then when the stress of menopause comes along and your ovaries slow down, your body says, yeah, we can handle that. And it can just kind of switch over and start making some of those female hormones from other places in your body, like your adrenal glands, to keep your hormone levels high enough to avoid a lot of the symptoms and diseases that can happen from your hormone levels dropping so low. But big picture at the root, your menopause success, just like your success in terms of your health, in all aspects of your life and with aging, is can you adapt to stress well? Does your body have the energy and the creativity, just whatever comes at it, to handle it well? Menopause is one of those things, but honestly, the COVID vaccine is another one of those things. Even getting COVID, like a lot of people get the vaccine and they just incorporate it into their immune system and they handle it and they're great. Some people will get side effects, will have problems, will have follow-up problems. Even when you do get sick, like your body being attacked by any kind of virus or bacteria, that's a stress. Does your immune system handle it efficiently and cleanly and then calm down with no lingering effects? Hot weather, okay? If you're in menopause, when it gets really hot outside, do you have heat intolerance? Do you get really, really uncomfortable, dizzy, agitated, or are you able to adjust your body's heating and cooling system so that you feel pretty good in hot weather and you feel pretty good in cold weather? Just like every time you stand up, your body has to adjust the tightness of the muscles in your blood vessel walls so you don't get dizzy. Your body is constantly adapting to stresses of all kinds, big and small, and menopause is just another one. So if you want to be successful during menopause, if you want to keep making hormones and keep your hormone levels high enough and keep your hormones in balance while they go through this big change, because that's how you can avoid a lot of the actual symptoms of menopause, right? Or keep the symptoms very, very mild. So how do you keep your body's ability to adapt well, to be resilient, right? To be able to handle stresses of any kind, take them in stride. How do you keep that strong as part of your menopause strategy and your overall health strategy? So this is one of the ways that I like to work with women. I always include strategies for this, remedies for this, herbs for this in the herbal combinations that I use for menopause, because how are you possibly going to be successful keeping your hormones right in the right place and feeling great during menopause if your body isn't pretty good at doing this adaptivity? So there's a lot to it, but big picture, to make it as understandable as possible, there's two main things that you need in your body to be able to adapt well in this way. And one is energy reserves. If your energy reserves are depleted, if you're on overwhelm, if you've been burning the candle at both ends and the tank is down to zero, it's going to be almost impossible for you to adapt well, because when your energy reserves are zero and a new stress comes at you, like someone comes at you like, oh, there's something I need you to help me with today that wasn't on the schedule, and you're just like, oh my goodness, I want to crawl into bed, pull the covers over my head, and like nobody bother me. Okay, that's a sign that you're burned out, right? Your energy reserves are low. When your energy reserves are high, it's more like, oh, what an interesting problem. I have 3 good creative ideas how we could solve that, right? So you just kind of rise to the challenge. So having your energy reserves replenished is the number one underlying thing that needs to be in place. And to me, with women in menopause, this is also, it's your battery pack, it's your anti-aging reserves, and it correlates to your hormone levels, okay? It correlates to your estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone levels. So keeping those replenished is a big part of what I do when I work with women. That's like the first category of herbal remedies that we put in place, customized for you. Where are your reserves low, and how can we make sure we're always topping those off? And then you want to make sure that all that energy that you've got in your system is circulating freely and doing what it needs to do when it needs to do it. And this is where a whole different category of herbs come in that can be really, really helpful. I call it add-on adaptogenic protection, and I include it in every menopause combination of herbal remedies that I put together. I show, and here's how you can add in the adaptogenic protection piece, customized for where you're at, but to think about including that, because big picture, it's going to help in so many ways. And so I hope that this little video, and these herbs of course are also known as adaptogens, and you can go out and you can look up adaptogens and you can find a bunch. And in fact, there's quite a few that are sometimes included in like menopause treatments, like for instance, ginseng. And I see that all the time. I'm like, oh, herbs for menopause, ginseng. But you have to know that typical ginseng, when you look at the the menu of herbs you can take, ginseng is one of the hottest, most drying herbs. Like not most drying, but it's drying. It's hot and drying. And in menopause, what are we? Hot and dry. We want things that are moistening and cooling. So there are lots of amazing adaptogens that are moistening and cooling that you can use instead of like a red ginseng. So I see that and I'm like, okay, I agree with using ginseng for menopause, but like there are other ways we can customize the adaptogens that you're using that are going to help in so many secondary ways with the heat and the dryness and the other things that are going on during menopause. This is the kind of more advanced herbal strategy and customization that can just give you such nice results and secondary benefits. So I wanted to talk today about that whole idea of like, there's not just one herb that's going to be your menopause fix, right? You've got to support those hormone levels. You want to help with adaptability. And there are a few other things that are really important as well. This is my passion. This is what I do. This is what I help women with. And of course, all your herbal remedies are going to work better and if you set the stage with the right diet and lifestyle that support your hormones. So if you would like to learn more about that, any of that, there's lots of information on my blog, but if you're interested in the herbal part of it, in my free masterclass on herbs for menopause, if for any reason it's not available, a new free resource will be, but look for the part where I talk about the categories of herbs, okay? And then also when I get into sort of the categories of herbs you want to use during menopause, and then the fountain of youth combination of herbs that you can use post-menopause. So that's all in my free masterclass. There's a link below this video. There's a link on my website. There's a link in my bio where you can check it out. And I'd love to see you there. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to message me, write a comment, get in touch. I'm listening. But this is one of the ways, this is why I say in my masterclass, next level herbal strategies, 10 times your results with herbs. These are the kinds of things that I'm talking about, and I'd love to show you what I mean in more detail on that free class. So I'm Dana Lavoie, an acupuncturist and herbalist, and I help women feel amazing during and after menopause using customized herbal remedies. I am the founder of the Menopause Easy with Herbs online program and community, and I love what I do, and I would love to help you. So get in touch, let me know what you need, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye.